left sideline, midfield. Huge crease, untouched, 10, 5, touchdown!
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Wednesday night episode of the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers right here, man. I'm your host, Julio Hennessy, looking forward to having another good Wednesday with you. I want to say thank you to all our returning viewers and thank you to some of our new viewers that are tuning in this evening for the 10-5 Touchdown Talk Show. You know how we start off? We start off by talking about the great things involving Tiger football, Tiger organization, and everything with the Tigers. If you're interested and want to find out more about the Tigers, please go to CarolinaTigersFootball.org. That is CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Go to that website, check them out, see everything you know about the Tigers. Would be a partner, sponsor, volunteer, coach, player, dancer. Anything when it comes to Tiger involvement is right there at the website at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Yes, tonight we're going to try a new thing. I'm going to talk like I'm an announcer. At the last game we had the regular season, out there watching the Tigers play their game. All right. Other than that, man, I hope you already have a good time, have a good night. We're going to have a good time. I'm about to bring up my brother from another mother, my man in crime, my brother. You know him, I know him, we all love him. Y'all get it up right now for Cameron Good.
Well, that was a pretty. Thank you for the introduction, Julio. After the I appreciate that you gave me to the announcer voice. I feel real special. You know, I feel real special that I got the nice little treatment there. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to do that last week after after the Stars game, and after the Stars game, everybody introduced me to the home field announcer.
And you talked to him. Oh wow!
Yeah, he had such a such a long listing of other accolades when it came to announcing that I see why he announced everything in this voice and enunciated everything properly and said touchdown. So every vowel and syllable was easily heard and announced. So I'm thinking forward to next season. Will Julio change up his announcing voice? And then I was told by some of our Tiger fans, don't do it. We won't love you no more.
Yeah, so. I think they are right. I think our Tiger fans are quite right. As always, you know, I wouldn't be one to go against the trend there. But you know, I'm glad to see that. You know, hey, listen, Julio, we all have our own lanes. Okay, his works for him. We should just keep doing ours. You know?
I got you.
Keep doing ours.
I got that. Can you imagine me roasting this voice? Well, you threw the flag down. Why'd you pick it up there, up? Now bringing to the field the Tigers for your dance and delight and their exquisite moves on the field. We're going to be mesmerized by the Tigers. Let's go, Tigers. Let's go.
Look, I work for a Tigers. I don't know. I want to go to the game. If you were talking like that, I'm not gonna lie. And I figured I work for them, bro. That's crazy.
I gotta make those faces so that way I speak comes out. Yeah,
that's the only way it comes out. Is
I got it.
Faces. Yeah,
you know, I mean, we might have a guest appearance as I work on it. We might have a guest appearance from a special announcer who's no longer with us in the physical realm. But he might visit in the spiritual realm and come through in the announcer booth That just might be the Macho Man.
It's like a ghost. It just possesses you. You know, it just kind of like, I bring my cross and be like, get out of here, Macho Man Randy.
Could you imagine the Macho Man at the game? Yeah. Announcing for the Tigers in the booth saying, we're going to get a first down. Tigers. Oh, yeah. First down.
Anyway, what else have you doing this week besides practicing your voice with Julio?
Oh, man. Working, bro. Getting ready for this weekend is the start of the comedy tour, the Chaos and Crown and Chaos and comedy tours, independent tour with self-funded, self-booking. Thank God for blessings, and we start kicking off right here in Charlotte this Saturday on July 4th at the Blush Nightclub. Shows at 9 p.m. We'll be done around about 10:30, 11. Still got time to go home and shoot your fireworks off. So we're looking forward to kicking that off. We're getting that done and just working, bro, and then preparing for today and having a good day. So how about you, Cameron?
Yeah,
what's going on with you there?
My week's been pretty good. I doing some more work this week again. Like I said, my dad has a business he does where he works on yards. He does lawn care in his retirement. So if anyone needs lawns done in the area, you know who to call. Just good lawn care, good way lawn care. We're getting that done. Tell you what, though, I'm glad I didn't work today because, oh my God,
boy,
my Lord,
it was hot.
It's hot today. I was sitting at home, and I was reading, and my dad came in. He was like, "Man, I'm glad I didn't work out today." I'm like, "Why is that?" He said, "It's over 100 degrees." I was like, "Oh my God, okay, yeah."
Ain't enough hydration, enough clothes covering to keep you out from that, man. That shop was hot. Cam, so when you said the area, what area can they get good?
Goodway Lawn Care. We do yards in the High Point, Greensboro, Winston area. If you're anywhere near here, we'll make sure that you guys will be make sure that your lawn is nice, green, enjoy your lawn, and we'll take care of it the right way, the good way. So make sure you guys, if you have any lawns that need done, just go ahead.
I like the fact how the good way, the last name Good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So like that, Cam. Tell Papa Cam, tell Papa Good. I said that's a good time.
Yeah. I want you to know I came with that one. That was me. That was me. I came with the tagline. That was me.
He said, "Son, what you got for me?" Oh, I got a good one, Dad.
He told me to make a poster, and I said, "Bet, I got you. I got to agree for this. Don't worry. I can trust."
Oh, the last name Good, man. You have no choice but to avoid bad things.
Yes. I tell you what, it comes in handy a lot of ways. You can make a bunch of stuff, the puns, I'll tell you what though. For some reason, no matter where I go, people cannot spell the name Good. I do not know why. You would think that, perhaps, baby, you'd think that for whatever reason, people would get the name Good properly, but they don't. I've seen it spelled like Gode, like Gode, or there's a lot of good, like God, or like even like Good, as in like Gude.
Oh yeah, but see, I'm so ignorant. I just spell it without the E. It has been good. Like we've been talking about what good then, Good.
I can take that at least.
Yeah.
But good, like Gude?
It's like Gouda.
Am I a cheese? Like, what are we talking about? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
anyway,
hey, man. Yeah.
Okay, you said Lil Jon in the heat, and he said he built for it. Yeah, Lil Jon built. I don't know if he built for the heat, but he definitely built to provide shade.
That's crazy. He said that, not me. That was him. I had nothing to do with that one. He said that, not me. He said that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Lil Jon has the body that would eclipse and provide coverage. And if you stand behind the shoulders of Lil Jon, you should receive shade from the sun. So you built for it, all right, Coach. Oh yeah, you're gonna block the sunlight. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stop while I'm here. Okay,
let's
all
bring on
right.
the guest, right? Yeah, let's bring who we got today, Julio. Who's
All right,
coming
so
on
our
today?
special guest today, Cam. I've been knowing this awesome man since I was a young lad back in the days of high school. He's one of the first. I'm gonna give his history. One of the first, I would say, this was diversity. This is before DEI was involved. One of the first, I think, white man to play at A&T and start at A&T back in the day when Aggie Pride was Aggie Pride. I call him white chocolate. Y'all welcome to the stage, Coach Steve Berry.
I'm keep going. I'm saying.
You wrong for that. You wrong for that. You wrong for that. Made my damn phone fall and everything.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Back when he played college ball, A&T, bro. Listen. Hey, if you can't be no scrub starting out there, bro. He was one of the bros. He was the lightest black dude on the team, boy. He was one of the bros.
I was real light skinned.
Really, yeah. I said, if you play in the A&T team, that's real minority status right there.
Yeah.
Hey, mom and daddy was poor. I had to. That's back in the day whenever I could still get a minority scholarship. We was poor.
That's
we
real.
Was poor. I had to say real. I had to get whatever kind of assistance I could.
Oh boy. My eyes, I'm crying. What's going on, Coach Berry? How you doing this evening?
I can't call it, brother. I can't call it, man. Always good to see you guys.
Yes, sir.
Oh, appreciate y'all having me on today.
Oh, thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. You always one of our esteemed, constant viewers, commenter. We appreciate, even though appreciate being part of the staff organization. But before then, you still was always chiming in, jumping in, and stopping by, dropping the gems off. And before we get started, Coach Berry, introduce yourself to all the Tiger fans and give them a little background about who Coach Berry is, if you don't mind.
Well, like I said, born and raised here in Lexington, North Carolina, like Coach Littlejohn and Julio. Born and raised here. And played my high school ball at Central Davidson. Went and played at A&T. Genio was being too kind. I was never a starter when I was at A&T, but I was a difference maker. I was a red shirt. I played. There were some real good ball players whenever I was at A&T. But I appreciate him being kind. I was a starter when I played semi-pro. I kind of spent too much time under the tree of knowledge whenever I was there, and instead of going to class, I was sitting under the tree. Throwing back cold ones with the fellas, shoot. So I didn't have nobody to guide me and lead me and say, don't be doing that, young man. I was just trying to, shoot. I had the first taste of freedom I had, and I lost my mind. I'm just gonna be real. I was free, didn't have nobody to tell me when I had to be in, what time I had, this, that, and the other. So, I was one of the victims. I sat under the tree of knowledge, and they got all the knowledge, and I didn't do nothing to get kicked out of school. But I was there. I did attend. I played. I was there in 91 and 92. Then after that, I started playing. Good longtime friend of mine, Gene Sain, started up the men's semi-pro or minor league football here in Lexington with a team called the Davidson County Bandits, and that's when Julio and Coach Littlejohn and I first got to know one another, because we would be out there practicing as they were walking home from their high school practices. And Julio used to walk by and talk about how he could whoop all of us. Couldn't none of us old men do nothing with him. And I wasn't an old man. I wasn't an old man at that time. I was in my prime. And he talking about he could whoop us old men.
Yeah, this sounds for Julio. Mm-hmm.
Fast forward a couple years after I played, a while, and Genio went through high school, graduated, and And, he went off and did his thing for a little while. And then he came back. Him and Little John decided they was going to play some semi-pro, give it a shot. So we kind of all came back together for a team that had been started in Thomasville. First year it was Carolina Bengals. And first practice I showed up to, I looked at Genio and I pointed at him. I said, he was like, what you want, big man? What you want? I'm glad you out here. I said, I'm here for that butt whipping you said you could give me. I'm gonna do my best to keep it PG. I don't want to offend anybody. But there were some other colorful metaphors used. I was here for that you know what kicking. He said he was And he was like, nah, man. He said, I was just a dumb kid, man. I didn't know what I was talking about. I don't want them problems. I said, no, come on. Let's see what you can do with the big dog. See what this old man can do. And we ended up playing quite a few seasons together with Genio, and then Coach Little John. He was one of my running backs, and ended up playing 17 years semi-pro. Had a good lengthy career, and that was back before it was watered down as it is today. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got big love for men's semi-pro football, minor league football. I got a lot of friends that still coach it. Got a lot of friends that still play. Got nothing but love for them, but I'm extremely thankful that ended up leading me to come out with the Carolina Tigers women's tackle football team. After my relationship with Coach Little John and stuff, the season my men's team that I was coaching this past year kind of won a ray, and that was the beginning of the Tigers season. So I went to the first game, and man, I sit out there and I was watching those ladies work, and it was hard for me to sit on the edge of the track, because I hadn't been properly introduced. I didn't want to intrude and I didn't want to have the ladies going, who is this guy here? Why is he coming out? Some of them knew who I was, but the majority didn't. I just didn't want to disrespect the ladies or the coaching staff. So I waited, but after that first home game this year, I was hooked. I was in. And then I went to my first practice, and then going to practices and having numbers at practices and getting there, and all of these young ladies wanted to absorb what I had to give. They wanted to learn, and they were just, anything I said, it was like they were a sponge. They tried to soak it up. And it also, by me popping up on the scene and my familiarity with Coach Little John and his system, me backing him up on some of the things he had told them to do, whenever I would tell them the same thing, it was like, oh, okay, now you said it, so yeah, it's got to be all right. So I was like, why didn't you just listen to Coach to begin with? But I mean, such is dealing with football players as a coach. But had a really, really good season. My position with the team this year was working with the offensive line primarily, and I also tried to help out a little bit with the defensive line. Because we didn't have any line coach, so I would try to do double duty as best as I could. And had a really good response from all the ladies on the team. Really enjoyed coaching them. Really enjoyed them receiving me and allowing me to continue on and being me at 100%, where I didn't have to water myself down. I coached them just like I did the men. They just took to me, and they're like, Coach, you definitely got to come back next year. So yeah, I'll be back for 2027 for sure. We got unfinished business.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing that, especially from the beginning, because like you said, you didn't join immediately from the start of the season, right?
I came to the first game. Coach Little John and I hadn't spoke for just a little while. We just, nothing was wrong. He was just going down his road. I was going down mine. And, we would keep up through one another through social media and stuff like that. And I knew what he was doing, and I've always been proud of him, man. He's always been a hustler. One of the greats that I've ever had. I don't just call him my coach and coworker or whatever, however you want to look at it. That's my brother. If I need something, I call him. Whenever I was having health problems and stuff, him and his wife, come to see me in the hospital, made sure I was good. If I needed something, they brought it to me. So I mean, it's definitely bigger than football, but football was at football. Sorry about that. Football was at. Let me go ahead and turn this on mute again, so nobody calls again while I'm on the stream here. All right, now I got her on silent. But like I said, our friendship has been one for years, and just like I said, football's the catalyst that brought us all together. That's how Julio and I know one another, and Cam. That's how it's brought. Here again, that's how it's connected you and I, Cam, and it's just football. Football's a wonderful thing. I like everything about it. I'm too old and crippled now. I ain't got but a half a foot, so I can't play no more. Everybody looks at me like, man, you ought to still be out there snatching people around. Nah, not no more. Not no more. I'll grab them. I'll hold on to them, but that's about all I can do. I ain't be running down the field with them. But I just, I love everything about football. So if I can't play it, I want to at least be on the sideline so I can see everything up close because I just love the game.
Man, I got this piggyback. Want to say now when it came to you, Coach Barry, I always call you Big Papa Duke, Big Papa.
You're my little brother.
Yeah, man. I'm thankful you able to come out and share a lot of knowledge you have with the line. Just to piggyback, when there things that you helped me realize about my game, and yeah, we knuckled up in practice that day. But guess Steve said, "Hey, you all right? You backed up a little bit of what you talked.
If we're going to war, I want to know you're gonna go to war with me."
No, but I was happy to see that see you come out there, and I knew with you being out there, there's gonna be a lot of growth and knowledge being shared with those ladies, and like you said, they soak up like sponges, and man, it's amazing. I appreciate you. The last game when I got to be on the sideline, I went in an announce booth. I couldn't go up there.
Right.
Coach Steve heard me give them some pointers. They would ask the questions about, well, how I get this person, and he heard me give them the old BMW, how you drive a tractor trailer, how you drive a tractor instructions. He looked at me, he shook his head like, you go ahead and talk to him. So I appreciate him letting me give out something he told me back in the day. You drive the track like this, and once you drive, they're gonna go where you want them to go. So I think it's a great addition to
gotta drive them.
Yeah, gotta drive them. Great addition to them, and we're happy and proud to have you part of here. Outside of football, I gotta tell a story. I might save it after halftime. I don't know. I'll probably tell it now. Steve's always been very supportive of my comedy career. When I'm doing the comedy, I came home a few years back for my first ever time coming home. Lexington Civic Center booked me for that show. Came home, had a very nice show. I called Steve. I said, Steve, man, I got to have a barbecue, man. And Steve said, what you want? I said, I got to have my Speedies, man. I got to have my Speedies. This was Speedy was off of old 52. Went up that way, number 8, old 52. Steve said, I got you. So, man, I got a call. Steve pulled up to the dang on Civic Center. He had this big old box full of all this barbecue and stuff.
Ooh.
I said, Steve, how much owe you? He said, you don't owe me nothing. He said, I went in and I told him Julio Hennessy wants some Speedies barbecue. And this his home. He home raised Lexington.
I told him, I said, that's my brother. He's home.
And they said, well, how much you want? He said, what you gonna give me? They sent Steve back with 3 pounds of barbecue, boy. Chop, bread,
the slaw, dip, buns, hush puppies.
Man, everything.
The works.
Boy. I had.
You know anything about Lexington style barbecue? You know about Speedy's barbecue.
That's world famous,
staples, man.
Bruh,
Speedy, yeah. Speedy's barbecue, yes, sir.
Steve been a very big supporter. Like in high school, my college, come home, and when I started doing comedy, man, just thank you, bro. Like we're really blessed to have you part of the organization, and just thank you for always being just the kind man you always have been your whole life, brother. People who've had the opportunity to you touch or you get to be, spread your love around are truly blessed to have that love from you, man. We just want to give you flowers and say thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Ken, what you got for us, man?
So
let me get all the emotion on here with Steve. I'm my brother.
Hey, that's what. Hey, look, that's.
Hey, I even went to the barbershop today. I said they're gonna have me on the live. I said I had to go see my barber. Shout out Ken Blins. I had to go see Ken Blins. Let him tighten your boy up, so I wouldn't be all ugly and try to be a little pretty on me. Get camera ready. Get camera ready anyway.
I gotta hit it. But yeah, first of all, I gotta say though, first Aggie pride. I'm an Aggie
That's
alumni
right.
too.
That's
Graduated
right. Till I die.
Yeah.
Till I die. One of my accomplishments while I was there back in the good old days when we had the football fraternity C5C commitment fight camaraderie, I was the first ever of my complexion.
Oh
So
yeah.
that was my frat name. Shout out to my frat C5.
See, I told you, everybody on the team, we making history, right?
Yeah. Well, that brother got soul. I'm just trying to tell you, got soul, brother.
I'm invited to the cookout. Let's just put it that way.
And he put season on his food. He know how to cook.
I ain't get this big not knowing how to season my food.
See, ain't that true? Ain't that true?
Hey, so Coach, I'm actually really. We heard a little bit what drew you to the women's tackle football. We heard what drew you to the organization. You did cover, what makes it great about coaching these women. But this is more. What has this season meant for Steve? What has it meant for Coach Berry?
It's reinvigorated my love for coaching. That past couple seasons I've had, and don't get me wrong, it's just as a whole, I have been blessed every season, every time I've stepped on the field, every time I've coached in whatever capacity, whether it be the little kids, the young kids, the high school kids, the college kids, semi-pro, whatever. There's always some that I have special bonds and moments with, and those are things that for me there's no monetary value that I could put on any of that. But by being around this team and how my past few seasons of coaching has went, just the way some people, they weren't buying into the system. They weren't, they said they were in, and yet, come time for practice, they wouldn't be there to take care of their responsibilities. When we're playing, when these young adults are playing minor league football, there's dues. Nobody's giving them anything to play. It costs them to play, just like it cost our ladies to play for us. All right. So, I mean, if you're going to invest your money, my money's important. So, I mean, if I'm going to spend my money and commit to something, then I'm going to be there at all costs. I'm going to clear my schedule and make sure I'm there. All right. So if I've had a lot, like I said earlier, I've had a lot of health issues. Those that know me kind of know what my history is: diabetes, a lot of eating bad and not taking care of myself, and lighting that candle at each end and burning it in the middle whenever I could. Just run my body down over the years. But like I said, it just got to the point where I was about ready to hang my whistle up. I can't play anymore, so my cleats have been hung up. They on the power line, but my whistle, I was about ready to hang it up. And then whenever I come out with these ladies, and then that's them helping reignite that fire for coaching. My son, who's a high school coach, I'm not going to jinx myself and say where he's at right now, but he came and asked me, would I be willing to join their staff as a volunteer? And of course, because I think through some budget cuts, they had to get rid of some of the paid coaches, and they needed a little help or could use some. And I was like, heck yeah. And he told his fellow coaches. So I don't want to say any exactly where, but if you'll know, but I'm not trying to put anything out there that hadn't actually happened. And if something happens and it still doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. That's more time I can dedicate to working with these ladies in the off season and having some off season workouts, which I'm still going to try to do with that, to try to teach them some of these fundamental things that I feel that they need to do in order to be better in the trenches. That way we can dominate like I know we should have dominated this season. But yeah, that's I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. Sometimes I see a squirrel and squirrel.
Go for it.
That golden retriever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, like I said, that's what being around this organization has done for me. It's reignited that fire that was almost about to burn out. It was just some coals was what I had left. You know, I was running on fumes, and just being around them, just like I said, it reinvigorated me. And you know, it's got me back to the point now where I'm excited about it. I'm excited about NFL season. Shout out to my fan group, Hogs Talk Nation. I'm a diehard Washington fan. I know Junio, he likes them Bears.
Bear down.
We taking command, baby.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Who your team, Cam?
Oh, wait a minute, hold. You talking about? You see that? You probably can't.
I see it.
Hold up. Oh, you see that one right there, Genio?
I see it.
You see that A&T helmet?
Uh-oh. Hey. Yeah. Hey, he still got it. He still got it.
So everybody give me 1 second. Nobody leave. You know what time for. It's a quick moment. We're going to do our shout out to all our proud sponsors and partners of this year's awesome partnership and sponsorship. I want to say thank you to all our partners and sponsors. I'm going to go a little slow this evening because sometimes I talk so fast you don't hear what I'm saying. All right. We want to start with the Eatery in Lexington, North Carolina. When you go to a home game and you're hungry, go to the Eatery. Let them know you've been at the game. Show them the ticket. You will get 10% off of your meal. Everything Euro in Winston-Salem fixes everything European. Take your car needs to everything Euro. Saddle Sports Recreation Insurance, kind of like Aflac. Get yourself covered. Something happen, you having fun. They're going to help you some money you need, money indeed. Next is Courtyard at Marriott at their Haynes Mall in Winston-Salem. They are a proud partner with the Tigers. If you're in the area and want to have someone lay your head, say, hey, Courtyard, let me get the Tiger room rate. And they're like, you a Tiger fan? They be like, yes, I am. They're going to give you a special rate for coming there because they also are partners with the Tigers. ABR Acupuncture. They do needles and incense and make you feel better on all your pressure points. So go see ABR Acupuncture today. Caring at Home, Caring at Heart offers in-home care and transportation for your loved ones that are in need and have to get someplace or might need in-home care. Holler at Caring at Heart today. TB Farm Stokes Company out of NC is a proud player sponsor. TB Farm Stokes, thank you for sponsoring a player this year. Looking forward to you returning next year to sponsor another one. Savage D1 Uniforms. They make the Tigers look good. Want your team like a Savage? Holler at Savage D1 today. The American Football Association alumni is a proud partner of the Tigers. Thank you to the AFAA. Review Media. If you want to have a new view on what you do, get with Reviewed, and you should have a new view today. Holler at Reviewed. Stockton Construction. Looking for anything business or home related or building something, get with Stockton Construction to give you ideas and see your dreams come to life. Carolina Vision. Awesome job this season, filming and editing all those great footages and for the game. Thank you, Carolina Vision. You also bring a new vision to everybody that uses your services. Operation First Response, giving help and a lot of love to our first responders. They're the people that run to the danger, not from the danger. So thank you to Operation First Response. Also, Award Decals is the proud maker of those awesome decals you see on the side of the helmet. If you want to have an awesome decal for your team, holler at Ward Decals and get your decals from them. Also, Jag Handyman Services. It's something you don't feel like doing, you don't want to do it, holler at Jag. They're going to take care of it today. Second in Main is our proud first down sponsor of every first down, all our home games. You went to a home game, you thirsty, you want to have a little sip, go to Second in Main and show them that Tiger pride. They're going to say, you a tight game? Yeah, a tight game. Well, guess what? When you're done having a little bit of libations, we're going to take 10% off your bill because you is a Tiger fan and went to the game. So thank you, Second Lane, for being a proud first down sponsor. Last but not couple more, the Moms on Main, a great helping organization, the Moms on Main. Look them up if you need some help, anything. The Moms on Main will provide and help you get the things you need to get the games back on track. And last but not least, Catch the Funny is the funny behind the man and the business behind the laughter. I always say, if you're not laughing, you're not living. Live your best life and catch the funny today. That's all our sponsors and partners right there. So thank you so much for all those awesome sponsors this past season.
Yeah,
back to you, Cam.
Today we didn't get the rap god today. You just be zooming through it before trying to get them all out there. Tell you what, though, maybe next time we can get some commissioned people to have you do the announcer voice or Macho Man, and they get their choice for whichever one they want their company to be saying.
Hey, I really want to get with some of these partners and sponsors, and do some commercials for them. If they can give me some things, get a team thing, and do some ads commercials, I might pull up to the spot and like, hey, it's a Second and Main, proud first down sponsor of the Tigers. When you have the game, you want to have something to drink, go to Second and Main and have me a little smell like that. It's all about marketing, man. It's all about marketing.
Hit him with a little head bobber when you do
it. Second and Main today. Nah,
really cemented in there.
Coach, looking back on this season right here and seeing, you came in, you watched, you've been involved. What are some great things that you can take from this year? And also, what is one good example you can look forward to trying to help improve for next season?
So I think, we've got a really good foundation, and that's key. You have to have a really good foundation. We've got some key people that I believe that after the way this season went for the team, they went at the beginning of the season, they might have been on the fence and they weren't sure if they were going to stay or maybe go, but they might have came over from another team that disbanded for whatever reason and just joined up because they wanted to be able to play. I think some of those that happened, I think they've ended up finding a new home, or a home where they want to stay after the way the season ended up going for us. Now, I wish we would have won our first playoff game. That would have been great. But hey, it is what it is. If you can beat me, I can take a loss. You got to know how to win. You got to know how to lose too. But as long as you go out there and give it your all, that's all that I can ask of you as a coach. I mean, I know how it is. Sometimes the cards are just stacked against you. And then sometimes it's hard when you're playing a team and then you're also playing against the officials. I've been around the game long enough where just horrible officiating, missed calls, no calls. Matter of fact, like our last game against the Stars, the way they kept us out of that touchdown. I mean, I was hot. They better be glad I wasn't mic'd up on that sideline because I was letting them refs have it. That lady had worked so hard. She rumbled. I could hear Chris Berman from ESPN. Whoop, whoop, boom. She rumbling and bumbling and boom. And then they robbed my girl Jada that daggum touchdown. Didn't give it to her. Said she was down. But looking forward to that next season. I think that's going to be a big thing. I think we'll have a lot of returners. Hopefully, we'll be able to recruit and get some fresh blood out there because that's always good. Whether it be somebody from another team. It was trash. What was trash?
The calling of the game. That's what.
The call. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. You tried? I was like, hold up. I was like, dang, Rashida. I thought you liked Coach.
No. She talking about.
I was like, what I do to Rashida to make?
I already knew what you were talking.
I was like, she got hurt. I didn't even really get. She just got to hear me fussing at everybody else. I never really got to get on her because she had that injury.
Yeah,
I was like, dang, what I done to Rashida?
She talking about that call.
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, but yeah, we would, I think that's going to be key. Get everybody back. I know we're trying to hopefully get a couple more coaches to come in to help because the more hands make the load lighter. And if we can get good quality coaches out here, like the old saying, iron sharpens iron. If you want to be the best, you got to have the best out there.
Yeah.
And like I said, the biggest thing, one of the big things I think that was just awesome was the way these ladies want to receive what Coach Littlejohn, Coach JB, myself, what we have to offer them as far as the knowledge. I tell people a lot of times, a lot of these young people, that is, I tell them I forgot more about football than they'll ever know.
I believe it.
That's one of my go-tos. They'll come up, well, Coach, let's do that, and I'll tell them real quick. I done forgot more about the game than you'll ever know.
I believe it. I believe it.
But yes, I think recruiting is going to be key, And if during this live, if any young lady around here, something that I'm really wanting to try to get for the team is I'm looking for a lady that has a history in playing soccer because I want a kicker. I want a kicker. Man. I want a kicker so bad
is a game
because
changer.
3 points. You do not understand how much 3 points and those extra points after we score touchdowns. It's not a sure thing that we're always going to convert and get that 2-point conversion. That one point could be, a backbreaker. We could get down on the 20 and bang one for 3 and just rock out a game with field goals. We might have we got to find us a good kicker. That's one of my goals is to find us a kicker.
I gotta agree with you, Coach. A lot of the games I watch, well, sometimes we get down the field and we have a stalemate towards the towards the end zone. We're talking about 15, maybe 30-yard field goals, 20-yard field goals. Good kicker, and then we stop the team and we drive again, get in the same position, stall a little bit. Another 3 points, for you up 12 points, and defense was choking them out.
How many games when we played semi-pro had we had a legit kicker? Could we have won? That's that many more games that we could have won that you and I actually played in together,
Yeah.
If we'd have just had somebody that could have kicked a 30, 40-yard field goal. If people playing something, my daughter played it. I tried like crazy to talk her into coming out and kicking. And she's like, I don't want to play football. She played third grade. She gave me that 1 year. That was it. She said she ain't playing no more. But she was hell on that soccer field. That's why I tried. I had to shoot my shot and try to get her to play.
And any kicker gonna come out. That's all you're gonna do. All you're gonna do is kick. They ain't gonna have you. They ain't gonna have you running out. They ain't gonna have you out. All you're gonna do is kick, and kick.
That's all we want you to do.
And kick some more.
Yeah. Because I can tell before I joined the Tigers, I didn't have too much of a history with football. I had been the band. I was the marching band in high school, so I had mostly been doing the watching part for a lot of it. Still, I am really for them now. And I came with Tigers, and I was looking, I was like, I'm probably supposed to kick the ball right here, right? Don't we usually do that? I was kind of like, and then I noticed that everyone doesn't have a kicker. Basically, no one's doing that. And I was like, oh, is this just like how it is here? Like no one's just really doing that kind of thing. So I definitely think if we had a kicker, it'd be a pretty big leg up.
It'd be a big leg up. It would be a very much needed and also a strategic weapon that a lot of teams do not have and not able to utilize. And that would be an awesome addition to the organization, having a kicker.
You talk about it's a difference maker. It's a major difference maker.
And if you got a kicker that got a leg, boy, just get me to the 30. Just get me to the 30-yard line.
I'm good, Coach. Let's go. Let's get that free.
Get me to the 30-yard line. Those things right there can mean a lot. So that's great example of what will be helpful.
Well, it's a great tool to have it in the bag if you need it. I'm old school. I like ground and pound. I love to run the game. Or the run to football. The running game is what I love to do. I was a career offensive lineman, so no better homage can you pay to your offensive linemen who work hard. I mean, they're the only guys on the football team that play with the ball to their back the whole time. But they don't never get none of the accolades. The attaboys, attagirl, whatever you want to call it. If something goes wrong, somebody gets tackled or they get tackle for loss. Who's the first one they gonna chew out?
The line didn't block.
The O-line didn't block. Well, we sit there and block for 3 to 5 seconds, and you ain't got rid of the ball. You're supposed to get sacked. You're supposed to get tackled. So, but like I said, the kicker would be a major difference maker for us. So that's something that I'm hoping that we can remedy and bring in for the 2027 season for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. I had asked some of these questions before last week a bit, but I kind of want to sort of pick your brain about it. For someone who is interested in football or who is working on it, maybe they're new, maybe they've been getting into it. What is a piece of advice you'd give them to make them a better player? You know, what would
Fundamentals.
you tell them to make them a better player?
Learn the fundamentals. Don't just think because you can play Madden on the PS5 or the Xbox, whatever system you play it on. Don't think just because you can mash buttons on that little controller that you can go out on the field and do it. It's you know, it's good to have knowledge, understand concepts. It's a great, it can and has been a great teaching tool in some regard. But a lot of people think just because they play football that they can come out there and they know the jargon, that they can just come out there. No, you got to know the fundamentals. You got to know how to get in a correct stance, how to be able to move. You know, running backs got to know how to get downhill instead of running east and west. Linebackers have to make correct reads. Safeties have to be able to know to keep everything in front of them, not let anything get behind them, so we don't get burnt with deep passes and stuff like that. So that's what I'm getting at by the fundamentals. You need to know what your responsibilities are. You need to know whatever position you're playing. You need to know what all the fundamental responsibilities. You know what you've got to do to play that position. Don't come out here and just tell it. You know, just because you've done this or that, and maybe you played for a season that you know everything. Like I said before, I forgot more than a lot of them will ever know. So I mean, if we tell you something, we telling them for a reason. And that's, you know, one of my big things is fundamentals. And that's what I plan on doing with a lot of the ladies that played this past season when we do our off-season workouts is taking it back to entry level, you know, work on them fundamentals, because a lot of that getting that muscle memory to where you know what, you know, 6-inch steps, Genio, you know about that, playing on the line. You step too far as an offensive lineman, you have no power.
Yep.
So you got to have short, choppy steps. Them feet have to keep moving. Your feet get like this, that defensive lineman's going to mash you. All right. You know, there's just simple fundamental things that is what I would suggest for people that are new to it or looking to come out is do your research. There's thousands. We had a young lady that played defensive line for us. I think she I nicknamed her Speedy. I know that's not her name. Kira, the one that made second team for defensive end, I believe it was. Fast, really fast young lady. All the stuff that she learned from going and watching YouTube videos, watching guys post. Yes, her. Yes. She watched a lot of her stuff. She learned a lot of her techniques from going and watching videos. Coming out, how to get in a proper stance. You know, the stance for a lineman is the first thing you've got to learn how to get in a stance. You can't, if your butt's too high or if it's too low, you're going to pop straight up like a Pop-Tart, and then that's going to give the defensive line, that's going to give them your chest to be able to grab you and fling you around and do whatever they want to. But, like I said, that's what I'm saying, fundamentals. I know when I go to working with them, they're going to get mad at me. Coach, we've done that for 15 minutes, but we're probably going to do it for another 15.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to do it I want you to be able to do these things without having to think about it. I want you to it's got to get to the point for your fundamental aspects of playing the game of football. You have to be able to get out there and do things without actually having to think about it. The more you think, when you go to thinking, when you go to thinking too much, that's when you start making mistakes.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, wishing you also full recovery, Rashida. Take care of yourself. Don't rush your recovery.
Yes, absolutely. Listen to your doctors and your body.
Achilles ain't no joke. So it's definitely something you don't want to rush back from, but definitely take your time, do it right, and look forward to you healing.
I can't wait to work with her. I can't wait to work with her.
Yeah, so keep on pushing, man. So great stuff. Yeah, man. I'll have to say, I think with the addition of you, Coach Berrier, I really do see our D-line and O-line being one of the more fundamentally sound units within the league. They're
gonna put respect on our name next year.
Yeah,
we might have went 3-3 regular season this year, finished up 3-4 for the total season, but next year they're gonna put respect on the Tigers, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all didn't come to these games. Some of y'all didn't see these games. Listen, they put respect on Tigers. Period. If I know if was the fifth, we all be drunk. They always old saying. But if it was not for injuries this year,
that hurt.
It'd been
we had quite a few go down.
Totally different. I'm telling you now, we did good. Every Tiger filling in spots that never played, never knew, and we still was competitive. We still was out there knocking heads off. We still played with force and power. So I can only imagine everybody being healthy, getting healthy, and able to complete a season healthy. And some of the key players in those positions that are fundamentally sound was not there, but they had some awesome backups to come in and fill in. So I can only look forward to seeing those groups come together for sure, and then watch that take off. So, they respect the Tigers. A lot of teams, the Tigers put the
you know what I meant. Like, you know what I meant by that.
I know what you mean, but I don't know the reason why they respect them, because they put the hammers on the numbers. And boy, they was out there hitting. Boy,
they definitely respect the Tigers, but they really, they're gonna be like, man, I don't know. Can we schedule somebody else, Coach?
That last game, Coach Berry, I ain't gonna lie to you. I almost want to be like Juwanna Mann. I want to put a lace front on, and I was gonna put a helmet on with a lace front and had a
get out there and get him.
Santana beard. And I was go out there and suit up, boy. I was getting hot. Boy. I was ready, boy. Yeah. I already put on the Juwanna Mann lace front. I was about to play me for football that last game.
And that last game, he already was like another coach. He about to be another player at that point. He was going through all the roles now.
Yep.
Shut up, kid.
Yeah. It was, man. I tell you, it was awesome to have both of y'all on the sideline with us that last game.
Yeah.
I kept having to. I'd see Cam. And I'd be, oh crap! I about ran in front of
I'm sorry too. I take a lot of space too. I know. I'm sorry about that. Like
I just didn't want to hit you and knock you down while you was trying to film and get footage. And I was like, oh crap, he's filming. Let me dodge and go around him. I can't duck and dodge like I used to. One and a half.
You can dodge a dodgeball.
I can't dodge a wrench, so don't throw a wrench at me. I'm gonna get my pistol out. I'm gonna return some hot lead. You throw a wrench at me.
Oh man, nah, man, Coach Berry, man, I just want to say, really good to see you, man. I have to say, myself. I really did see a spark come back in you. It was like playing along. Again, I'm all about giving flowers. It was a pleasure for me at the time to be able to play alongside you during those years of your prime days, being out there with you, man. So I saw that spark back in your eyes like I did when I was playing beside you. And center and guard. We was a heck of a duo. I'll never forget.
Bread and butter, baby.
Right between bread and butter. You know what I'm saying?
Right between the bread and butter.
I saw that light back in your eyes, brother, and I'm happy you got that back in you, man. It's always good to see you shining, see you smiling, see that just that great energy of life in you. And I was happy to see that, brother. Like it made.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man, amazing. I mean, so just continue to do your thing, continue to still grow and do your processes. And man, we're looking forward to having your knowledge, your skill, your leadership, just that energy of just being great. We're looking forward to having that back next season.
I'm excited. I'm excited myself. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I know that the Tigers, they got a penchant for growth. I mean, I wasn't here last year, but
right.
I remember we were looking over the records and stuff, and man, I'm telling you the difference from last year this year is crazy.
And I mean, two of those three losses that we had, they just barely got us. We only have one of those. Let me rephrase it. Let me back up a little, because we got our butts whipped in the playoffs. But as far as regular season, two of those three losses that we suffered in a row before we went to Miami, very close, close. And injuries were a big problem. While we would play really hard, and it's just like we ran out of gas. We only had one team that beat us decidedly, and that was, I think, the Atlanta Phoenix. Wasn't that where they were from?
Yeah.
And that we just ran out of gas. We had too many injuries. We had too many ladies going both ways. and it was really hard, in that kind in the heat that they're playing on turf fields. It's 20, 30 degrees hotter than it is in the stands. And I mean, if you're playing both sides of the ball, that fuel gauge does just like that, super duper fast. I like to be able to, have people play O-line and people just, one side of the ball, but that way, we can coach and do things on the sideline. If I can't make adjustments if you never come off the field.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, I think it very, very easily could have been different, and I look for us to do what we have to as an organization to improve upon that next year. That's our goal. Do better than we did this year.
Yes, sir. Before we close out, Coach, any words you want to say? Anything you got to say? The floor is yours, man. And just want to say thank you so much for being here tonight.
Man, hey, just an honor to be a member of this organization. I appreciate everybody welcoming me with open arms, accepting me for as I am and not asking me to water myself down, allowing me to be myself at 100%. And I think that's why we had some of the connections that we had this year between myself and our players, as well as the other coach and some of the other coaches. Coach Chat. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to working with getting together and getting some off-season workouts and working on some of the fundamentals, as I was discussing earlier, to help these ladies be a lot better for the upcoming season. That way, when we start into our season, I don't have to spend all that time to teach them how to get in the proper stance, how to carry the ball the correct way, how to run downhill, how to read a block, how to read attack, get proper alignment whenever we're attacking, form tackling instead of this arm and reaching and grabbing. That's another thing that I feel that we'll have to work on. So many of these ladies are used to playing flag football, and flag teaches a lot of people to reach and grab for a flag. Well, when you play full contact football, what these ladies are playing, you've got to hit and wrap up. And so that's another fundamental thing that we as a team have to improve upon. We have to do better form tackling. So, I'm just really excited about it, and I think we can, get a lot better. We get a couple more coaches, always looking for sponsors to help facilitate the needs of the team. If you know anybody or you are somebody that wants to help us out, definitely get it one of us. Get it Julio, get it Cam, get it myself, Coach Littlejohn. Got to get with us, and we'll try to get you the info and just help us out and help us continue growing this program into the juggernaut we all want and know it can be.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for coming on, Mr. Coach Barrett. We love you, man. We appreciate you. And thank you for bringing your time and all your gifts to us, brother. You have a
appreciate it, Junior. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, Cam, that's our episode, man. Any last words when we get up out of here, brother?
No, as always, interview 2, 10 out of 10. It's a great time. It was a wonderful conversation. It's great knowledge to hear on the show too. It's always great to talk to him. So yeah, it's a great show, Leo.
All right, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. Be here next Wednesday, same time, same place, different guests, but the same thing about Tigers all day. And that's a wrap for the 10-5 touchdown Tigers. Y'all have a great night. Peace.
See you guys.
Them Tigers, orange, white, and purple. Y'all better take a seat. Carolina Tigers, you know we can't be beat. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, run up on them, make that play all day. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, line them up, we'll make them pay. We don't play. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, hard hits, big plays, that's our way. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, hey, Carolina Tigers, you know we gon' slay. Stepping in the jungle, it's a death wish. We Tigers on the hunt, coming out the mist. Try to count us out, now we on the grind. Y'all can move out the way, it's our time to shine. Our claws are out, ain't no holding back. We the new champs here and we're on attack. You want the smoke, well, we're bringing the fire. Wanna feel the heat if that's your desire. You